guys, welcome to Northern Soul TV. My name's Polly and I'm really glad that you've chose to watch this video on our YouTube channel. So if you want to get to know any videos that come up in the future, small Kundalini classes, Kundalini meditations, other yoga meditations, yoga flows, stuff like that, then just hit subscribe down here and you will get notified whenever I pop up a new video. Okay, so this video today is a really nice simple breath technique that you can use if you're feeling anxious, stressed or a little bit heady. Do you know what I mean? A little bit sort of up in the air, heady, all over the shop and need to feel a little bit more calmed. Okay, and this breath technique is a very simple and almost how we should be breathing in normal life solution to getting out of the head and coming back into the body. Okay, so it's called diaphragmatic breath breathing, and diaphragmatic breath breathing is basically a full breath into the belly, not just the chest. And what we're going to do before we start this little breathing meditation is we're going to just check whether we are a chest breather or whether we are a belly breather. Now, naturally, if you look at like a child breathing, a baby breathing, you'll see that the baby breathes through the belly. So when the inhale is taken, you'll see the belly rise and then the chest rise. But as we sort of get into adults in this world, we're always told, unfortunately, to hold our bellies in and tighten and grip that area, and eventually we start to sort of like tailor our breath as just a chest breath. So it's just coming into this very short upper area of the body. So we've got this all contracted and tight, and we're starting to just breathe into this upper area of the body. Now what that does is, unfortunately, it's not a full breath, it's a short breath. Okay, so you're either going up here or you're going into the belly. And when we take this short breath, what can happen is we can get these sort of signals to our brain. Our breathing sends these signals to our brain, which puts all our sort of like danger alerts on and brings us into a fight or flight state. Okay, so it shifts us into the sympathetic nervous system because our brain thinks that we're in danger just because our breath is short. Okay, so we don't want to be in that fight or flight nervous sort of situation all the time, do we? So it's really important to allow ourselves to come back into the parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest, and that can happen by just controlling the breath in a little bit more of a natural way. Okay, so deep belly breathing, diaphragmatic breath breathing, where our inhalation comes into the belly rises, then the chest rises. Okay, and this will naturally ground the body and bring us back into a place of rest. It will allow our nervous system to settle and it will remove anxiety and stress a lot better than if we're sort of breathing just into the chest. Okay, so first of all, how do we test whether we are a chest or a belly breather? Now we're going to do the meditation sitting up, but first we're going to lie down to take this little test, and then we'll come back into the practice. Okay, so guys, from here you can lie down on the back, however you like, whatever's comfortable for you. Sometimes it's quite nice to just come into like a Supta Baddha Konasana, so bringing the soles of the feet together and dropping the knees out to the side. And what we're going to do here is we're going to bring one hand to the belly and one hand to the chest, and just allow those hands to rest there lightly. Close your eyes down so that you can start to become aware of the breath and notice it a little bit more. And then what I want you to think about doing is just breathing very naturally, so taking your very natural breath that you would, maybe a little bit deeper than normal so that you can feel where it's going. And then I want you to see which hand rises first. So if your chest rises first, or like your upper rib cage and your rib cage, if that rises first on your inhale, then there's a good possibility that you are a chest breather and you might be just having that short breath. If your belly rises first and then your chest after, then you're possibly a belly breather. Now that you're not right or wrong for doing it. Before I practiced this, I was also a chest breather, and you're just not getting a full oxygen intake and carbon dioxide outtake. So let's think about this. Close your eyes down. Inhale and exhale slowly. Lovely, and just notice which hand rises first. And don't judge it, just allow it to be what it is for now. Okay, so you'll probably notice by now which hand rises first. Is it the belly? Is it the chest? Okay, if it's the belly, you're a belly breather. If it's chest, you're a chest breather. It doesn't matter what breather you are. But we're going to work with a little meditation now to get back into that belly breath, that big, deep belly breath. Okay, so get yourself up nice and comfortably. And let's work into this meditation. Okay, so you can sit however you like. You might sit on a chair, you might sit in a cross-legged position. It doesn't matter how you sit, yeah, as long as you're comfortable and you've got quite an erect spine. Okay, so from this seated position, your spine's nice and long, and this just allows us to stay alert in our meditation. And it's a nice support for a healthy spine as well. So keep nice and tall. Again, we're going to bring one hand onto the belly, one hand onto the chest. And we're going to close our eyes down and we're going to start this diaphragmatic breath breathing, okay, to calm nervousness, to calm anxiety. So close your eyes down, guys, and just place the hands in the position. And I want you to think about, even if you're a chest breather or a belly breather, whilst we do this meditation, think about raising the belly first. So we're taking an inhale. You see this when my hand starts to remove away from my belly. We take an inhale. And the belly lifts, then the heart space lifts, and it starts to be that full breath. Okay, so we're really breathing deeply into the belly here. Just rest the elbows by the sides of the hip and the rib cage. And let's start with our breath. Inhaling deeply into the belly. Belly rises, chest rises, exhale. And just keep this rhythm, being aware of the breath, inhaling, belly rises, chest rises, exhale. Keep this really slow and rhythmic, okay, focusing your awareness on that breath. Relax your face muscles. Keep that breath moving through the nose. If you've lost the concentration, again, come back to it. Inhale into the belly. And keep going. It's almost like a conveyor belt of breath. So you're inhaling, belly rises, chest rises, your spine sort of extends nice and long, and exhale, relax. Keep going here, everybody. Let's see if we can lengthen that breath even more so it becomes even more slow, even more calming. All the way into the belly. Don't forget it's coming here, not here. So you're sort of bringing it into the belly, and it's like a wave coming up into the chest. You're breathing at your speed. now we're going to add a little element to this, okay? Keep breathing for now, exactly how we have been doing. And I want you to, on your exhale, extend the exhale. So it's really, really long, the exhale. It's even a little bit longer than your inhale. Okay, so just keep that breath going into the belly. Belly, chest, lengthen, exhale, long, slow, extended breath. Okay, that the exhalation works with the parasympathetic nervous system. Okay, our rest and digest. So long exhalation, just grounding the body. Really extending that exhale, bringing the body into the parasympathetic. Last few rounds here, guys. Keep your face muscles relaxed. Just keeping that rhythm of breath. Long, 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 long exhale. Lovely. And then here on your next round, breathe it into the belly, into the chest, all the way up. Hold the breath for a moment. Place the hands on the knees. And take a long sigh out the mouth. And then just sit here for a moment, keeping the heart lifted, the spine long, the breath coming into the belly, but a little bit more naturally now. For the last few rounds of breath here, when the mind starts to wander, bring it back to the breath, bring it back to your seated position. And when you're ready, open your eyes up. Okay, wonderful everybody. So you might want to extend this for a little bit longer. And this is just to get you the technique going. And you can sit here, you might even put some nice calming music on, you know, something nice and rhythmic, something quite natural, like some sounds of the nature or something like that, which really helps you to get into this sort of calm and relaxed state. Okay, wonderful. If you liked it, give us a like, show us some love, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.